Silence between them. The morning sun crept through the half-open blinds of a quiet suburban home. Michael Turner sat at the kitchen table, nursing a cup of coffee that had gone cold long ago. The newspaper lay untouched. His eyes, tired and distant, stared at nothing. Upstairs, the sound of his son's footsteps echoed heavy, impatient, distant. "Morning, Dad," said Ethan, his 17-year-old boy, pulling his backpack over one shoulder. "Morning," Michael replied softly. That was all. The silence between them had grown like a wall, built slowly, brick by brick, over the years of lost conversations and broken promises. Ethan's mother, Clara, had passed away 3 years earlier cancer. Since then, father and son had lived under the same roof, but in two separate worlds. Michael tried, in his awkward, quiet way, to keep the house together. The meals, the bills, the memories. But Ethan wanted to escape. "Don't forget your lunch," Michael called out. "I'm not 5, Dad," Ethan snapped, slamming the door behind him. The sound of that door hitting the frame was like thunder in Michael's heart. Scene 2, the ghosts of what was lost. Michael drove an old truck to work every morning. He was a construction supervisor. Strong hands, tired eyes, and a heart that had learned to carry grief like an old injury. He'd once been the kind of man who laughed loudly, told stories, and sang in the car with his wife. But after Clara's death, his laughter died with her. Every evening, he would sit on the porch with her photo beside him. Sometimes he talked to it. Sometimes he just sat there, saying nothing, hoping maybe she could still hear him. "Clara," he whispered one night, "I'm losing him. I don't know how to be a father without you." The wind didn't answer, but somehow he felt her silence say, "Try." Months passed. Ethan started skipping school, spending nights out, coming home smelling like smoke and regret. Michael tried to talk. "Son, we need to talk about what's going on." "Stop pretending you care," Ethan shouted. "You were never there for me or Mum. You just bury yourself in work and act like nothing happened." Michael stood there, stunned, words frozen in his throat. He wanted to shout back, "I stayed alive for you." But all he could whisper was, "I'm trying." Ethan laughed bitterly. Trying isn't enough anymore. He stormed out, leaving Michael alone with the echo of his own failures. That night, Michael wrote something in his old journal, something he hadn't touched since Clara's funeral. "If he ever reads this one day, I hope he'll know I never stopped loving him. I just didn't know how to show it." Scene 4, the accident. It happened on a rainy Thursday night. Ethan, driving his friend's car, lost control on a slippery curve. The crash wasn't fatal, thank God, but serious enough to leave him unconscious for 2 days. Michael didn't leave the hospital. Not once. He sat by the bed,